the world is still in shock after the Air India plane crash took the lives of at least 270 people.
We are in the airport, just boarding. Goodbye, India.
So, Night Fam, as we pray for justice from this tragedy, we need to come together and honor the hundreds of innocent souls we just lost.
Emergency door is broken.
Yeah.
My seat is broken.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping.
Okay.
I just walk out, innit?
Because after hearing about their last moments on Earth, you will never take another day of your life for granted. These are the final hours of the Air India Flight 171 victims, who, as you can see in this photo, were smiling on the plane just before takeoff. See, this 43-year-old father, Pratik, was a doctor in the UK, and he was so excited to finally move his family from India to London. Pratik was full of joy, an exceptional radiologist who approached everything with a smile and had a great sense of humor. In fact, his wife Komi, who was also a doctor, just quit her job in India earlier that week. So these 5-year-old twin brothers and 8-year-old daughter were probably just as thrilled to have new friends abroad, except that big dream is now forever gone. And it truly breaks my heart imagining how scared those kids must have been in those final seconds of horror, just as it was for the Nanabawa family, who just came from a surprise trip to visit relatives with their 4-year-old daughter Sarah. They were devoted parents who regularly volunteered at an Islamic school, and their daughter had a bright, joyful spirit.
In his free time, he enjoyed playing sports and socializing with family.
But sadly, the world will never know what beautiful human Sarah could grow up to be, because within 32 seconds of that plane taking off, all of that would be gone. Just like the wide smiles from this married couple, Fayongal and Jamie, who were running a spiritual wellness center and even appeared recently on TV. But in what is now a chilling video of their final words, they spent one last peaceful moment together, feeling grateful about their mind-blowing trip to India.
We are in the airport, just boarding. Goodbye, India.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
10-hour flight back to England.
Night Fam, as you hear these heartbreaking stories, I want you to ask yourself, if you knew you would be gone soon, would you change anything about the way you live? Because for Captain Sumit Sabharwal, his last hope was to finally spend more time with his dad. See, Sumit had over 8,200 flight hours under his belt and had spent nearly 3 decades of his life working hard as a veteran pilot. And he was so hardworking, he would often ask his neighbors to look after his father while he was away on flights. That's why, in the weeks leading up to the crash, he told his aging father he would retire soon to finally take care of him full time.
Captain Sumit Sabharwal had promised his old father that he will call upon landing in London.
But sadly, he wouldn't even get to spend Father's Day with him anymore. Instead, it's his own father mourning his death after he left this world with these final words.
Thrust not achieved, falling, mayday, 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 mayday.
See, we all live our lives somehow believing that we will have more time to prepare for our final day on this planet. More time to say I love you. More time to fix that argument. More time to chase that dream. More time to forgive that person. More time to just live. Like these sisters in their 20s who just surprised their grandma on her birthday, thinking they still had more time to roam the world after. This devoted husband who just fulfilled his late wife's wish to have her ashes scattered in her homeland, not knowing the 2 children he left back home would end up being orphans. This 22-year-old had just asked his girlfriend's family for permission to marry her, not knowing he would never have more time to see her again. And this newly engaged couple had just been planning their their wedding, thinking they still had more time to be in love. These beautiful humans were someone's entire world, someone's motivation to wake up every morning, and I'm sure they would have given everything just to relive their final moments before the flight. So, if you truly understood that you, too, could also be gone any second, would you also bravely tell your family how much they mean to you instead of assuming they already know?
His last message to the family was a simple good morning.
Like these hard-working cabin crew members who were the breadwinners of their families, or these generous women who selflessly worked with so many charities before they passed on that plane. Would you finally give everything to live the life you truly wanted? Would you show up better for your community, for yourself, and for your dreams? Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, the painful truth is any one of us could have been them. The only difference is that we are still lucky enough to use moments like this as a wake-up call and choose a better life for ourselves, because in the blink of an eye it could all be taken away.
I can't explain. It's miracle, everything.
So please share this video to everyone you know, not just to honor the lives of the victims and send our deepest condolences to their families, but also, Night Fam, to remind yourself and your loved ones just how precious your one life really is.